This is the visual identity of the European remote work dream. Cobblestone streets, year-round sunshine, and a cost of living that allows a freelancer's budget to go significantly further than in London or New York. In late 2022, the Portuguese government formalized this movement. They introduced the Digital Nomad Visa, creating a legal framework for a new class of worker that doesn't rely on the local economy for a paycheck. The program offers three main incentives: the legal right to live in the country, a path to long-term residency, and access to the non-habitual resident, or NHR, regime. The NHR is a special tax status that provides significant reductions on personal income tax for a period of 10 years. Relocating to the Mediterranean is no longer a matter of overstaying a 90-day tourist stamp. It has become a highly structured, government-sanctioned industry. But entering that industry requires navigating a complex bureaucratic landscape. The first step is identifying your exact source of income, categorized strictly as either active or passive. The D7 visa remains the primary route for those with passive income, such as a pension, rental yields, or dividends from existing investments. If your income comes from active remote work for clients outside Portugal, you follow the digital nomad branch. From there, you choose a temporary stay visa for under a year or a residency visa for longer stays leading to permanent residence. To navigate these branches without a lawyer, many use platforms like WanaVisa.ai. Their specialized AI scans these distinct immigration pathways to identify the specific requirements for your income bracket and nationality. Regardless of the path an AI or a consultant recommends, the underlying reality remains the same. To get in, you have to prove you are a substantial economic asset to the Portuguese state. That proof is enforced by a rigid financial filter. All applicants must demonstrate a monthly income that is at least 4 times the Portuguese national minimum wage. As of 2025, the base minimum wage in Portugal is approximately €820 per month. When you apply the government's multiplier, your consistent, verifiable monthly income must reach at least €3,280. There is also a liquid capital requirement known as proof of funds. You must show a bank balance equivalent to 12 months of that income, roughly €39,360, to demonstrate you can support yourself without relying on local social services. That near €40,000 figure is the floor for a single person. If you intend to bring dependents, the required balance increases for each family member. These numbers clarify the program's intent. It is not a safety net for struggling freelancers. It is a financial screen designed to attract high-earning individuals into the national tax base. The official government application fee is deceptively low, usually falling between €90 and €120. However, filing a successful application often requires professional help. Legal and consultancy fees frequently add €1,500 to €3,000 to your upfront investment. Then there are the administrative costs. You will pay for professional translations, document apostilles at roughly €100 to €300 per set, and a comprehensive travel insurance policy that must be paid in full before you arrive. Perhaps the most significant hurdle is the housing requirement. The state requires a signed long-term rental agreement in Portugal as part of the initial application, long before you know if your visa will be granted. Securing that lease remotely typically requires obtaining a NIF, or Portuguese tax identification number. This often involves paying a legal representative to act as your fiscal sponsor while you are still abroad. By the time you book a flight, you have likely spent thousands of non-refundable euros navigating bureaucratic friction. The process begins with a rigorous document search. You must provide a clean criminal record from every country where you have lived for more than a year over the last 5 years. Once submitted, your application is reviewed at a Portuguese consulate in your home country. This initial waiting period typically lasts 4 to 8 weeks. Receiving the visa stamp allows you to enter Portugal, but this is only the midpoint of the timeline. Within 4 months of your arrival, you must attend a biometrics appointment with CEF, the Portuguese Border and Immigration Agency. They will verify your identity and finalize your residency status. The process is a multi-month gauntlet, requiring constant deadlines and physical documentation across multiple jurisdictions. Approximately 2 to 4 weeks after your appointment with the immigration agency, your physical residence permit card arrives. This card changes your status from a 90-day visitor to a documented legal resident of the Portuguese Republic. This residency status also grants you frictionless travel throughout the entire Schengen area, allowing you to move through 29 European countries without a passport check. The grueling and expensive application process is the cost of acquiring one of the world's most valuable assets, guaranteed global mobility. Portugal is at the forefront of a shift in how nations view their territory, treating geography as a subscription-based asset for high-earning remote workers. Nations are increasingly offering borders as a service, competing to attract individuals who bring their own jobs and tax revenue with them. While digital work is technically borderless, the legal right to move your life between those borders requires precise, data-driven planning. To find your own path through this system, you can explore smarter immigration analysis at WanaVisa.ai. The lifestyle of a digital nomad is a concrete reality, provided you can meet the financial and bureaucratic stress tests required for entry.